part of Southeast Asia, the Philippines is a mysterious country with incredible diversity and irresistible charm. With over 7,600 islands scattered across the deep blue waters of the East Sea, this country is truly a tropical paradise unmatched anywhere. From world-famous beaches to majestic green mountains, the natural wonders here are magical sights worth admiring. Not only distinguished by its natural scenery, the Philippines also has a vibrant culture. Karaoke is considered the national pastime, while basketball courts can be easily found on almost every street corner. Particularly with rapid economic growth, the Philippines is seen as one of Asia's future economic powers. Not only proud to be Asia's only Christian nation, the Philippines also has a Muslim community comprising about 4% of the population, mainly concentrated in the southern region of Mindanao. However, in recent years, this small country has frequently appeared in global headlines due to territorial disputes with China, a large and influential nation. This has led many to worry that the Philippines can be at the potential epicenter of a future global conflict. Setting aside the complex geopolitical issues the Philippines faces, this beautiful country also hides countless valuable archaeological treasures, hoping to change our understanding of human history. Although the written history of the Philippines began with the arrival of the Spanish, it's undeniable that the country had a rich culture, history, and literature before that. Unfortunately, the religious zeal of the Spanish led to the destruction of most historical records and documents from the pre-colonial period, causing us to lose much valuable knowledge about this era. Yet, there is still much to explore and learn about the rich history before the Spanish set foot here. Many things remain to be revealed and largely depend on documents from countries that had connections with the Philippine archipelago. Thanks to the careful efforts of scientists, we have the opportunity to uncover a richer history of this country, far beyond initial expectations. Let's dive deep into these astonishing discoveries that have left the scientific community in awe. On the island of Luzon, in the northern Philippines, researchers have made an extremely interesting discovery. They excavated stone tools and rhinoceros bones dating back as far as 709,000 years ago. This is an ancient time, hundreds of thousands of years before modern humans appeared. The discovery of butchered rhinoceros in the Philippines is certainly one of the most important and notable findings, as it completely challenges our current understanding of human migration history in Asia. Before this revelation, most scientists believed that the first humans arrived in the Philippines around 67,000 years ago. However, in Kalinga province, a large-scale excavation yielded the complete skeleton of a rhinoceros, along with a collection of 57 stone tools. Notably, this rhinoceros skeleton has cut marks on 13 of its bones, and both upper arm bones were intentionally broken. The presence of cut marks on the rhinoceros bones indicates that ancient people had sharp enough tools to separate the meat from the animal's bones. This leads to the hypothesis that Homo erectus, the first ancient humans to leave Africa, may have reached the Philippines much earlier than we ever thought. These findings not only open new doors to exploring Philippine history, but also change our perspective on human migration and evolution in the Asian region. Scientists believe that Homo erectus was responsible for butchering this rhinoceros. However, this hypothesis still lacks conclusive evidence, as no prehistoric human fossils have been found in the area. Additionally, the question of how ancient people reached the Philippine archipelago remains a great mystery. The most likely hypothesis suggests they accidentally drifted here on natural rafts, made from tangled masses of roots, possibly washed away from the Asian mainland during storms or tsunamis. Another hypothesis, though less likely, suggests they might have used primitive boats to cross the seas and reach the islands. In April 2019, an astonishing discovery was announced by scientists in the island nation of the Philippines. They discovered Homo luzonensis, a distant extinct relative of modern humans. These fossils were found in Calo Cave, located on the island of Luzon. This is the result of collaborative efforts among international scientists.
The importance of this discovery cannot be overstated, as it has a new layer of complexity to the story of human evolution.
Challenging the previous notion that human evolution followed a simple progression. Instead, our ancestral branches seem to have undergone a series of strange and diverse forms throughout their evolutionary journey. Ancient human species may have moved from Africa to Southeast Asia much earlier than we once thought. The remains found include 13 elements, such as teeth, hand and foot bones. Believed to belong to at least 3 individuals, including both adults and children. Homo luzonensis, though distinct from Homo sapiens, bears notable similarities to modern humans. While other features recall ancient ancestors like Australopithecus and early members of the genus Homo. Particularly, curved finger and toe bones suggest that climbing trees was an important activity for this species. A trait that Homo luzonensis shares with some Australopithecus species. This leads us to a fascinating question. How could Homo luzonensis possess such an extraordinary combination of ancient ancestral and modern human traits? Determining the ancestry of Homo luzonensis at this point remains impossible. But clues from stone tools and butchered animal bones found on Luzon Island indicate the presence of ancient humans here over 700,000 years ago. However, no fossils of these ancient humans have been found. So determining whether they were Homo luzonensis or ancestors of Homo luzonensis remains a great mystery. Another interesting aspect is that Homo luzonensis coexisted with other human species during the same period, such as Homo sapiens, Homo floresiensis, the Neanderthal people, and Denisovans. However, among these 5 species, only Homo luzonensis existed and developed long-term on Luzon. This discovery has opened new insights into human evolutionary history and raised intriguing questions about the interactions and fates of ancient human groups. Not only do discoveries about ancient humans cause surprise, but the Philippines also holds unexpectedly natural secrets. You may not know about a special plant species capable of eating metal and absorbing pollutants from the soil.
This is not too surprising, as this discovery is relatively new in the scientific community.
And this extraordinary plant can only be found at one location in the world, the Philippines. This plant was discovered in May 2014, offering great potential for solving environmental pollution problems. Its scientific name is Rhinorrhea nickellifera. What makes it different is its ability to absorb large amounts of nickel without being affected by the metal's toxicity. This unique characteristic has opened promising prospects for using this plant to restore polluted lands, especially in areas devastated by nickel mining activities. Using this plant not only helps clean the soil but also offers a revolutionary approach to mineral extraction activities. Instead of applying traditional mining methods like digging deep into the ground for metals, a more environmentally friendly method can be used. Instead, people can plant hyperaccumulator plants like Rhinorrhea nickellifera and harvest metal from their leaves during harvesting. Imagine the positive impact this method could have on environmental protection. However, the sad reality is that this metal-eating plant is facing the risk of extinction. This further emphasizes the importance of conserving and protecting this botanical treasure. Not only are there biological discoveries, but the Philippines also contains fascinating ancient cultural heritage, particularly ancient rock art. One of the most notable collections is the ancient rock carvings at Ongono, known as the Ongono petroglyphs. This collection includes over 120 carvings found on a rock wall in Ongono, Rizal. The carvings span almost the entire rock wall, with a width of about 63 meters and height of 5 meters. It is believed that these carvings were part of a temporary rock shelter used by ancient people. Besides the drawings, archaeologists also found broken pottery fragments and stone tools. Through dating processes, it's estimated that this rock shelter was used by humans during the Neolithic period, around 2500 BC. This makes the Ongono petroglyphs an important monument, helping us better understand the life and culture of ancient people in this area. The oldest known artworks in the Philippines, according to UNESCO, may be related to healing symbols and sympathetic magic, specifically the carvings at the Ongono petroglyph site. These carvings depict humans participating in religious rituals aimed at healing illnesses. It is believed that during that period, language barriers forced our ancestors to rely on symbols for communication. And these symbolic images became their primary means of expressing thoughts and emotions in daily life. In 1973, the Philippine government declared the Ongono petroglyph site a national cultural treasure to protect it from vandalism and environmental erosion. Ensuring that this place will be preserved for future generations. A surprising discovery occurred in 1986, near the Lumbong River estuary, when a copper plate called the Laguna Copperplate inscription was found, now considered the oldest historical document of the Philippines, and the only pre-Spanish era text found to date. This copper plate is also recognized as a national cultural treasure, measuring 18 by 31 centimeters, opened and inscribed with the ancient script Kavi.
What's even more interesting is that the oldest historical text of the Philippines
is not a poem or song but a legal document called a shatapadra, with content being a debt payment receipt. According to the text content, it records the cancellation of a debt worth 1 kati and 8 sawarna of gold, equivalent to about 865 grams, belonging to Namwaran and transferred to his daughter Angkadin. Between 2011 and 2012, archaeologists from the National Museum conducted excavations at Mount Kamantik in Quezon Province. During this process,
they discovered 15 limestone tombs and many other precious artifacts.
This archaeological area covers 280 hectares of land
protected by the government.
It is believed to have been the site of a prosperous village thriving about 1,000 years ago. However, after carbon dating the human remains, researchers determined the area is much older than initially estimated, spanning from approximately 890 to 1030 AD. The highlight of this cemetery compared to other sites previously discovered in the Philippines is the presence of limestone coffins, a first and unique discovery in the country. This crucial evidence shows that our ancestors here practiced much more complex and advanced burial rituals than previously known. This confirms the existence of a flourishing civilization among ancient people in the region, even before foreign invasions and influences. Besides the limestone coffins, archaeologists also found ceramic jars, metal artifacts, and remains of both humans and animals. These tombs share similarities with ancient I-cub coffins but differ in their simplicity and elegance. Unlike the intricate designs and mythological symbols on I-cub coffins, the limestone coffins here have a much more rustic and simple appearance. Experts also noted that the lids of these coffins were once decorated with pre-colonial motifs. Unfortunately, these coffin lids, along with the remains and burial artifacts inside, were stolen by treasure hunters before scientists could fully examine them.
It is undeniable that the Philippines is not only a country of stunning natural beauty but also an archaeological treasure trove containing many wonders, significantly contributing to decoding the complex nature of human origins.
Discoveries here have expanded our understanding of human history, while raising intriguing questions about how ancient civilizations once developed and survived. What do you think about these discoveries? Subscribe to the Guy and Migo channel so you don't miss exciting videos.